Okay, hi everyone. My name's Nygel, and so for this slot, we're gonna have kind of like a series reading of a poetry series called Mockingbirds. It's a project that some friends and I have been working on. So Elisabeth and Carly and Rumar are gonna help me with that. So you guys want to come up here? All right, so we're going to read 4 different poems, and they're kind of all echoing each other. The first, it's called the Mockingbirds Series. So the first one was written by my friend Katie, and then the rest of them were written kind of in response, kind of flowing, taking cues, winking at each other, but with distinctly different tones. And so the first one is much more kind of uplifting, and then there's some cynicism and some pain and conjecture, and I'm going to stop talking now, and we're gonna go through the first one here, and Elisabeth's going to read the first one. It's called Mockingbirds. So we're just going to actually read through them all 4 without any further intro. So the first one's Mockingbirds, the second one is Monsterbirds, the third one is MockingMen, and the fourth one is what about Demeter or something? Demeter.
We are mockingbirds. The sunrise has yet to fail us. We wait patiently, perched on top of wooden gazebos, flying aimlessly, flashing like fireflies in the night. Little shadows flying across the grass, losing ourselves in the sunset, waiting patiently to sing our songs, to celebrate the beauty and wisdom that pass us every day, the unknown. Our breasts, filled with the sweet melodies of life, concealing notes of bittersweet sadness. Masked by haunting tones, the melody is in our eyes. Sidetracked by distorted ego-centered crows, squawking their spirituality, we resuscitate ourselves the way humans do, mouth to mouth, singing ourselves down from the ledges, the black dead of night, and the everyday injustices that seep from this mother, our mother, the giver and sustainer of life, Mother Earth. There are no accidents in this universe. Our flesh and bones, wrapping around each other with beautiful sentences, singing permeating songs of self-chosen freedom. Our stimulating, sympathetic, silvery smooth harmonic voices, a velvety, contemplative, meditative, acoustic mix of bluesy soul, easier to accept than repress, innocence dodging bullets, thriving in solitude, wings flapping. We give what we have, our voice.
We are Monsterbirds, backsliders in training. Failure is as predictable as the sunrise for us. We wake too early and collapse in exhaustion far too late, parched in our throats from a troubling lack of liquid, starving for affection, weathering a storm of withering looks, floundering in this sea of troubles with no strength in us to risk taking up arms against it, and by opposing to be found wanting. We croak and creak like squeaky wheels, with greasy faces and slicked-back hair, hoping someone might take us to the dance, twirl us amidst the persistent symphony of twilight. Our breath catches in our throats with the hope that someone might sing to us, but the silence is stronger than ever, and the makeup and masks cannot obscure our disfigurement for long. And when the whispers ripple through crowds, announcing the arrival of our idols, the angelic doves, the starlings, the majestic wings and crowns donned by those whose beauty mocks us, seraphim with daggers in the hearts of gargoyles, perhaps monsterbirds can gather, retreating to nurse our wounds, letting our blood mingle when it boils, our skin pockmarked with scars and boils. We are left kissing each other's infections and climbing down cliff faces like neglected teardrops, finding muddy puddles in the sorrow of ravines, bathing to bring a moment of sweet relief, however briefly, letting Mother Nature absorb our pollution, our monstrous bones jutting out, our unnatural angles and injuries, a Jacob's ladder of accidents and calamity. We permeate the outskirts and sing our solitary songs at midnight, the silvery light of the sympathetic moon mixing with our melancholy like a harmony. We contemplate the shades of bruising on our bodies and the horror on the face of those we desperately loved. The sharp stones of the wilderness are like bullets to the bottoms of our bare feet. They pierce our souls. So we find corners and depressions to ward off the winds and wrap our wings around us, nesting, letting time give us its gift of reprieve amongst the reminders of everything we will never know and the poison seeping from our pores, and we collapse like the Archaeopteryx, fossilized.
I tripped over hidden bullets. Caught inside the kickback, my smile broke, cracked. My smile cracked. Teeth that once shone so bright now shine deep silver, like my mother's vanity mirror, the color of a knife before it is buried deep into a chest. Demeter pulls on my hair and cries, "You are getting blood on my leaves." I stumble away. The blood, oh, all the blood, changing all of the leaves to fall. And the roots intertwining with my rib cage make me whistle like a windy, boarded up window. And baby, if I crack, then I hope I'll feel the sun warming me up in its light and feel lovelier than the sky. Whether my feet are clawed or human, I'll be in the forest treetops, and our names will be written in crimson leaves. When your eyes bleed gold after mine, and you can't remember me, I'll touch the wet leaves of the forest and paint your chest with rust. And when your limbs are locked with mine in some violent swing, I'll fly after until my mouth is white again.
To kill a mockingbird. I have tried, the wretched beast, clenching empty fists, a drowning in the tide, but now the smallest flutter of heart, trembling, twitching in my sweating palms, oval eyes, all-seeing beast, can it sense my hesitation? The smirk upon its beak, unmistakable. I'm half expecting whispers of nevermore. So I conclude that I am mad. Was Poe as peculiar as I have become under the beast's unbreakable bore? Swallowing my tongue, squeezing my hands together, I have finally beaten the bird. Its own game turned to rotten fruit, spoiling in the beast's very belly. But the ear thickens. I swear my mind is failing. I see the bird leering at me from my grasp. Frantic, my breathing labors in my chest. It can't be. I have beaten the bird. I am the victor. But my bones start to break and reform. I become small, my heart trembling with flutters, my skull rejecting my own eyes, replaced with ovals. I can't keep hold of the beastly bird. It soars away, its song ringing loud in my head, finding myself mimicking the tune. I tried to kill a mockingbird once. I became the very thing I loathed.
Thanks, guys. That's the Mockingbird Series, read by Elisabeth von Teichman, Carly Murphy, and Ruthmary Weiler. And I'm Nygel. And so, yeah, we're going to have some more music and some more poems later on. So thanks for listening. I had one job.
Knowing my name?